It's 5 o'clock on this Thursday evening, October 8th, 2020. Time now for the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news on this Thursday evening, October 8th, 2020. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. The time's 5 o'clock. Mountain temperature is 64 degrees. Top stories on the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news on this Thursday evening is military group plotted to kidnap Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer, Fed said. President Trump says no to second debate against Biden, plans rally instead, as President Trump's rejection of virtual format puts future debates in question. Pelosi rejects standalone airline aid without a broader stimulus package. President Trump says Gold Star families could have given him COVID-19. Democrats resigned that economy birth confirmation is inevitable. We can't stop that outcome. New sanctions are announced that as many as Iranian Americans are fed up with Trump. COVID-19 cases rise in New Jersey as officials prepare for its second wave. Dr. Fauci says he's not comfortable with the level of U.S. coronavirus cases. Top former GOP fundraiser Elliot Brody's planning to plead guilty to conspiracy charge. Armenia and Azerbaijan fight over Nagorno-Karabakh in 500 words, as the West uses star power to pressure U.S. on Armenia-Azerbaijan conflict. Putin loses his footing in Russia backyard. Protests spread across Indonesia over jobs law. Israel and Jordan Thursday signed an agreement to allow commercial flights from each country to use their airspace. IMF says COVID-19 lockdowns better for quicker economic recovery. Delta again grows in a category 2 hurricane as it moves toward U.S. North Korea claims new military milestone ahead of anniversary. Calls are grown in South Korea for inter-Korea hotlines to control the spread of infectious diseases. A peace hospital should be built as a Korean demilitarized zone, medical expert said. Two U.S. senators have agreed the State Department to sanction Turkey for a purchase of S-400 after an unconfirmed report that Turkey used a system to track a U.S.-made F-16. As since the commander of the Marine Corps, General Gary Thomas has tested positive for COVID-19, the Marine Corps announced he is the second four-star officer in the U.S. military to test positive this week. The New England Journal of Medicine. In a rare and historic move, just called on Americans to vote Donald Trump out of office for what has been his tragic mishandling of the COVID-19 pandemic. Pediatricians need to become more aware of how racism affects both the physical and mental health of children, according to the American Academy of Pediatrics officials noted racial gaps in kids and health care. Brockton Council tries to put brakes on marijuana delivery as council at large Winthrop Farrell says he's concerned with the impact of marijuana delivery in Brockton and other communities. Public Works crews and residents across the South Carolina region spent much of the day Thursday cleaning up uprooted trees and limbs caused by damaging wind and thunderstorms. Wall Street hits 1.5 as Trump stimulus progress. Take a look at the stocks now, up 112.14 at 2415.60, SP 5 up 27.38 at 3446.83, and Nasdaq up 56.38 at 11420.98. Okay, let's take a look at the stocks making the biggest moves midday as Eaton Vance, IBM, Domino's, and Sunrun and more. Up to 30% of JP Morgan staff will work from home on a rotating basis, according to Jamie Dimon. Utah healthcare system started field COVID-19 strain as state sees record 1,501 cases on Thursday. Michigan coronavirus cases up to 132,039, and death toll at 6,869. And in Massachusetts, 409 cases of COVID-19 and 9 new deaths so far. 9 mink test positive for COVID-19, 700 dead at Taylor County Farm. Even mild COVID-19 can be a lengthy, challenging illness. Asteroid Rex unlocks more secrets from Asteroid Bennu. People with its reputation can't smell stinky fish. Born astronaut Chris Ferguson withdraws from Starline chess fight. And now look at the sports scene at 5:04. Jason Garrett returning to Dallas East focus on the Giants. Bill Belichick sidesteps question about Cam Newton, Steve Von Gilmore dinner, and Peter Chill News Time 5 up to 5 on this Thursday evening. It's time now to take a look at the traffic and trends to check on this Thursday evening. On the MBTA subway system looking good. Copy the rail. Newburyport train 172, 4:42 p.m. from Newburyport is operating 5-10 minutes basket between Newburyport and Knox Station due to mechanical issue, and the ferries are looking good. Taking a look at highways and byways in New England. 95 at the southbound side, so between Pawtucket and Providence. 95 northbound side, Little Swan downtown Providence. 185 both ends back around the East Providence area. 146 on the northbound side, so between 99 and the Seltzer Road and North Smithfield, Rhode Island. 95, a little bit slow between 95, looking good from Cranston all the way down to Westerly. 138 eastbound side, also Jamestown area, Jamestown, Newport, Mount Up, Sycamore, Bridges on, looking good. I would indicate Born watering on both ends, it's backed up, and Route 6 from Sunwood on all lanes. Route 3 on the southbound side, a little bit so around south on the Plymouth area. 24 stop and go between 120 Canton down to 44 Raynham, doing an early accident on 24 southbound down around the 44 area in Raynham. 95 stop and go between 120 Canton all the way down to Sharon, and then hit the brakes again between 140 and Foxborough down to Route 495 out of the Mansfield Foxborough area. Route 3 a little bit so between Braintree and 53 in Hanover, and Suburban Expressway, so between the gas tank to Dorchester all the way down to Quincy, and southbound side of the Suburban Expressway, so between the Mass Ave and Boston all the way down to the Braintree split. 93, slow between Boston and Medford, and 120 at the northbound side, so between Burlington and Linfield. 120 on the southbound side, so between Route 9 and Newton all the way down to Norwood. 120 at the both ends back between 24 and Randolph and down the Braintree split. 3 at the northbound side, a little bit so between Burlington all the way down to Billwicker. 95, 3 on the northbound side, so between 133 and Andover all the way down to the Methuen area. 495, both ends back around the low stretch, and 495 at the northbound side, so between Lawrence down to Haverhill, and today westbound side, a little bit so around 190 out of the Worcester area, and Western Mass Highways 91 southbound side, a little so in the Greenfield, Massachusetts area, and 91 both ends back between Windsor Locks down to Hartford, Connecticut. 84 westbound side, also Waterbury, Connecticut, and 84 eastbound side, so Danbury, Connecticut. And Merritt Parkway eastbound, so between Greenwich down to Westport, and Merritt Parkway on the westbound side, so between Hampton down to Westport, Connecticut, and 95, so between Greenwich down to New Haven. And 495, slow between Lawrence and Able. 393-95, looking good in Granite State, and 89, looking good from Concord all the way down to Burlington, Vermont, and 91, a little bit so upstate Vermont. Up in Maine turback looking good from York to Augusta. 95 looking good on both ends between Augusta and Holton, and 295 looking good from Portland and Augusta. Peter Chill News Time 5:08. Time now for a weather report. The latest on Delta. Now the 5 p.m. advisory, 150 miles an hour, minimum set of pressure 959 millibars, located 2448 to the north, 93.4 to the west. The movement northwest at 12 miles an hour. Life-threatening storm surge is expected near and eastward. Delta makes landfall Friday, and that storm surge warning is effect from High Island, Texas, all the way down to Ocean Springs, Mississippi. The highest inundation of 711 feet expected somewhere between Breckville Wildlife Refuge in Morton City, Louisiana, and residents of one area should probably follow advice given by local officials. The storm surge risk remains high despite the forecast decrease in its intensity before landfall. Since Delta is expected to grow in size, and hurricane force winds are expected Friday afternoon and evening somewhere in the hurricane warning area between High Island, Texas, and Morgan City, Louisiana, and hurricane force winds are also spread in the west portions of southern Louisiana, the path of Delta Center Friday evening and Friday night. Heavy rainfall will lead to significant flash flooding and minor to major river flooding in parts of Louisiana Friday and Saturday, and additional flooding is expected across portions of the central Gulf Coast and the lower Mississippi Valley. Meanwhile, closer to home, dry and white weather will be. High pressure builds in tonight and heads off the middle Atlantic coast on Friday. It'll be unseasonably warm on Saturday and windy too, especially Near the southeastern New England coast, the cold front may bring a few showers of thunderstorms to northwest Massachusetts late Saturday afternoon or evening, followed by dry and much cool temperatures for Sunday, and the emergence of combined for a frontal system may bring some showers to the region Monday and Tuesday. A drier trend is anticipated Wednesday and Thursday, along with seasonally mild temperatures. And dry and quiet weather tonight and frost advisory for a good portion of the CWA into early Friday. And a rejections will build from the upper Mississippi River Valley this evening in Ontario, and from the central Great Lakes tonight, and high pressure will build from the central Great Atlantic states to the central Great Lakes to the mid Atlantic, and the setup will bring clear skies to southern New England, and the high will relax the pressure gradient, then bring an end to Gulf Sea winds this evening. There'll be a good conscious of the big slayer decoupling per the rep name and GFS guidance by roughly 1 to 3Z. The combination and lower temperatures toward the 10th percentile of the guidance, which is only a few degrees cooler, and the spot from the previous forecasted result is widespread temperatures in the 30s across much of the interior, as coastal locations will stay in low mid 40s, and heavy to the frost advisory where carbon is the highest and for widespread frost with sub 36-degree temperatures. Okay, frost advisory from midnight to 8 a.m. tomorrow, as temperatures low as 34 will result in frost formation and approaches of northern Connecticut, central, eastern, and northeastern, and southeastern Massachusetts, and northern and southern Rhode Island. From midnight tonight to 8 a.m. Friday, and frost could kill centered outdoor vegetation left uncovered. Okay, forecast it goes like this. It's going to be petrified at the 4 a.m. It's clear sky, low at 33 degrees, northwest at about 5 to 14 miles an hour, good size, 28 miles an hour for Friday. Petrified before 10 a.m. Sun sky about 61 degrees, and northwest about 3 to 7 miles an hour for Friday night. Mostly clear sky about 46 degrees, southwest about 3 to 6 miles an hour, and for Saturday it'll be a touch of summer. It'll be mostly sunny and a high 77 and low 56 degrees, wind southwest about 5 to 15 miles an hour, good size, 25 to 35 miles an hour. For Sunday, most of the sun skies a little cooler, high 63, low 46 degrees, northeast about 5 to 7 miles an hour. And for Columbus Day, check the showers afternoon, mostly clear sky about 61, low 52 degrees, and east wind about 6 to 8 miles an hour, just pictures 40%. And for Tuesday, check the showers, mostly clear sky about 69, low 54 degrees, southeast about 7 miles an hour, just pictures 3%. And for Wednesday, check the showers, put the sun sky about 70, low 51 degrees, south wind about 7 miles an hour, chest space is 35%, and for Thursday, check the showers, put the south about 30 degrees, southwest over about 5 to 8 miles an hour, chest space is 30%. Currently in Norton, 63 degrees and fair skies. That's me for the Peter till 5 o'clock news on this Thursday evening, October 8th, 2020. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. Hope you have a good evening, goodbye day to stay safe, be positive, be healthy, be well. We'll see you at 10 o'clock for a 10 o'clock report. You have a good evening.